This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Smoking is the habit where burned tobacco or cannabis is inhaled. Smoking is mostly practiced for recreational purposes. Smoking mainly involves smoking cigarettes. Other methods that are employed for smoking tobacco include the use of pipes as well as cigars. Smoking is considered the most common method of recreational drug use. Tobacco smoking is considered as the leading method of smoking. Other forms of drugs that are also smoked include cannabis and opium. The habit of smoking is approximated to have started as early as 5000 BC and was practiced by different societies across the world. Smoking in early generations was usually done for religious ceremonies, cleansing rituals, as well as offerings to deities. Nowadays, people smoke mainly for recreational reasons. There are many reasons why people smoke nowadays. However, these reasons can be divided into three main categories: psychological, social, physical, and cultural reasons. The physical causes that trigger smoking concern the human body. Since nicotine that is contained in cigarettes is an addictive substance, the bodies of those who smoke feel the urge to take it in as it has a calming effect. In many cases, such people smoke whenever they feel jaded, lonesome, or anxious. Just a small amount of nicotine is known to make the body of the smoker get energized and improve attentiveness when absorbed by the lungs or intestines. The calming as well as stimulating effect that accompanies smoking tobacco is linked to the nicotine present in tobacco that stimulates the brain and some nerves, increasing the heart rate and blood pressure, subsequently increasing respiration. Cultural influences. In many cases, the media, which includes the newspapers, television, and radio stations, has associated smoking with glamour, pleasure, and adventure. As a matter of fact, most classic movies present smoking as a positive and strong cultural image. Moreover, we are all subject to advertising that intentionally upholds the habit of smoking and makes positive relations with brands. Unfortunately, these images do not show the negative effects of smoking. Social influences. On the other hand, social influences are highly attributed to peer pressure, which is a social illness that is hard to defy. When one has a friend who smokes, she is likely to be influenced into the habit if not careful. Consequently, it becomes very hard to quit the habit, which may seem awkward and be seen as a condemnation of their routine. As a matter of fact, smoking strengthens the friendship between smokers. Psychological causes. There are various psychological reasons that can lead to smoking. For instance, the universal desire for expression is a major reason why some people smoke. Smokers claim that smoking cigarettes helps in enhancing one's mood. Some studies indicate that it is true that smoking cigarettes causes some calming effects in addition to stimulating effects. The effects of cigarette smoking vary with the amount of nicotine present in the bloodstream. Most smokers have realized that the effects of smoking cigarettes depend on the quantity of nicotine present in the bloodstream. Subsequently, smokers either take shorter or longer puffs in order to realize the desired effects. Smoking is associated with a feeling of euphoria and calmness, as well as a perception of performance enhancement. Studies show that smoking really causes improvements in performance. The enhancement in reaction and processing time after smoking cigarettes results from the nicotine that is present in a cigarette, which is a psychomotor stimulant. Unfortunately, the enhancement effects of cigarette smoking are known to last only for a short time, although smokers continue to smoke, believing that they will continue receiving the enhancement effects from cigarettes. Some people continue smoking as a result of the psychological addiction that is associated with nicotine that is present in cigarettes. Those people who have smoked for a long period continue their smoking practice as a means of relieving their stressful situations. When smokers are tired, they opt to smoke in order to receive the stimulating effects of cigarettes. The psychological effects that are associated with smoking are the one that makes smokers experience a lot of challenges while stopping the smoking habit. Although the physical effects disappear 14 days after stopping smoking, the psychological smoking effects are known to last for years after quitting smoking. Effects of smoking. Despite the high rate of smoking that is witnessed in the contemporary world, smoking is associated with various adverse effects. For instance, smoking tobacco is known to cause gum diseases, yellowing of teeth, as well as tooth decay. Similarly, the tar that is contained in tobacco is very dangerous. The tar is known to cause discoursing of teeth as well as triggering throat cancer. Smoking is highly attributed to the narrowing of the blood vessels, which subsequently triggers high blood pressure and stroke. Nicotine that is present in tobacco increases the pulse rate of the heart, which overworks the heart. Similarly, tobacco smoking is associated with carbon monoxide, which results in the accumulation of cholesterol deposits in the artery blood vessels that cause blood pressure and, eventually, stroke. Equally, lack of blood circulation in limbs as a result of accumulation of cholesterol in the blood vessels can lead to amputation. Smoking tobacco triggers bronchitis. This is because smoke from tobacco possesses hydrogen cyanide and other dangerous chemicals that attack the lining of the bronchi. Consequently, inflaming its lining increases the probability of someone contracting bronchitis. Apart from health-related issues, smoking is also linked to some negative social effects. Smoking is known to strain social interaction between smokers and non-smokers. The bad smell that is associated with smoking puts off many non-smokers from establishing close relations with smokers. Similarly, the health effects that are associated with secondary smoking also put off non-smokers. Nevertheless, the contemporary generation has adopted appropriate smoking habits. Nowadays, smokers do not smoke in public areas but smoke in isolated places in order to prevent exposing non-smokers to the dangerous effects that are associated with secondary smoking. Moreover, smoking has been noted to make some people steal. Stealing in order to get money to buy cigarettes happens to those smokers who are already addicted to smoking and are not earning enough money to buy cigarettes. People smoke due to various reasons that range from social, cultural, as well as psychological. Smoking is known to have very detrimental health consequences. For instance, smokers are more vulnerable to suffering from cancer, blood pressure, stroke, as well as bronchitis. Thus, people ought to be well informed about the dangers of smoking, and those who are smoking but willing to stop smoking should be assisted accordingly. If you want to find more works like this research paper on causes and effects of smoking, head over to ivypanda.com. It has a collection of samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects.